Hey guys, Disney Fanatic here, and today I'm going to be doing a long overdue video on the Disney College program. And this is the web-based interview and phone interview with some other tips along the way about the application process. Now, in my other video I talked about basically how to apply and the general aspects of the application. And I also mentioned you may have to wait. Well, you finally made it to the web-based interview, either waiting a month, or a few days, or a few hours, depending. So basically, what is the web-based interview? Well, this is basically general questions about yourself and personality. So basically, it's not that hard. It is timed, but don't freak out. It's not that big of a deal. Don't overuse answers, as well as use strong answers. They like that. So strongly agree, strongly disagree if necessary. If you do use too many neutrals, they do notice that. So just kind of be prepared what you answer, but answer honestly. So it's not that difficult. It's easy to pass. I mean, it's not too bad, but some people don't pass it and won't move on. If you don't move on, you have to wait another 6 months to apply from the date you took the web-based interview. Just don't overthink it. I know you're nervous, freaked out, whatever, but it's just a simple thing that Disney wants to do to get to know you. And lastly, just keep in mind this: everything happens for a reason. So if you don't make it, or in the web-based interview, that's fine. You will have to apply again, and some people pass it, some people don't, and well, the moving on just happens. So basically, now let's go to the phone interview. You made it to the web-based interview, you scheduled your phone interview, and you are in the final process of the application. So what is the phone interview? Well, it's going to be basically questions asked between you and a recruiter from Disney, and basically it's not that hard. It's very stressful. One tip I do advise: do not tape yourself. I know people do it, but technically you aren't allowed to tape yourself and then post it on YouTube. Just keep that in mind. So basically, before you interview, you want to do some research on the roles that you put in your application for high interest, or your top 3. Narrow it down. And just be ready to answer any question that may come up. Go on the Facebook groups, ask questions for roles, or search for blogs or other phone interview tips. And for alumni, I was basically asked other questions based on my experience. So if you've done the programming you're replying, basically just be ready to talk about your experience and other stuff along the way. And basically just be yourself, remember to smile, and do it in a quiet area. Don't get too nervous. You'll be fine. Next thing is basically, after you're done, it's a tip to send a thank you note. Now, I know they don't really look at it, but who knows? They may. So just, it's always a good idea maybe to send a thank you note after. Basically, just send it to their Disney recruiting emails, and you can actually find their email in the emails they sent you for the WBI and all those other emails when applying. And you can send it to Walt Disney World or Disneyland. It's the same headquarters, same base, so it really isn't that much of a deal. But now, after you're done, it's waiting and waiting. You may not hear back. You may hear back within 24 hours to hear if you got the job. Typically, after the first few rounds of interviews, everyone's going to have to wait 2 to 3 weeks to hear, and then the waves will start happening. For Disneyland, you're going to have to wait a little longer, about a month and a half. It's a smaller program, more competitive than Disney World, but it's still competitive either way, because around 40,000 people apply, and only so many are brought in for Disney World, Disneyland. So it is competitive either way you look at it. So basically, just thank them for the time, like in the interview. I know it's competitive. So another tip I want to go through is basically, as you're waiting, don't freak out. Don't email recruiting over and over. There's a reason you're waiting or pended or whatever. I know it can be stressful for applying, but basically that's about it. All I have to say for the phone interview, WB interview. Search the web, search other YouTubers. It's not that big a deal. I didn't want to focus too much on the web-based interviews and phone interviews, as well as the application. Within the next several months, I will be doing more videos about the housing or different things you'll see, and you'll actually possibly get to see some video. I know I've been doing pictures, but you will see some video that I will do, but that won't be until the fall. We'll see that coming soon, but right now it's just going to be pictures, and good luck if you are just approaching the web-based interview or just applying and got the phone interview. And this has been Disney Fanatic. Until next time, goodbye.